Hello fight fans, Grandmaster Ted Gambardella here, and it's time for the much anticipated UFC 132 with the headliners of Uriah Faber, the California Kid, versus Dominick Cruz, no nickname. So we'll call him Killer Cruzin, for the Bantamweight Championship at 135. Plus two more high-profile and exciting fights. Vanderlei, the Axe Murderer Silva versus Chris Lieben, the Crippler in the 185-pound. And of course Tito Ortiz, the Huntington Beach bad boy, versus Brian Bader, or Darth Vader. So let's look at these fights and get the real lowdown on who is going to win and why from the Grandmaster, whom I might add is at 94% right. No thanks to Brock Lesnar or Greasy St. Pierre. Anyway, let's begin with Ortiz versus Bader and work our way up to Faber, or should we say down, since he's only 5'6". The hunting the bitch's bad boy, Tito Ortiz, is finished in more ways than one. The former porn star, now turned porn star producer and business whore Jenna Jameson, with whom he is having quite a lovely public breakup, and we just can't seem to understand why anyone would want to break up with a prostitute. I'm sorry, we mean porn star. Not sure really what the difference is other than the filming is resold, who has had to have her vulva rebuilt because of significant abuse, and who cheats, has paid sex with girls and guys on a daily basis. Anyway, that just doesn't appear to be a distraction to Titso Ortiz, who looks to be in the best shape of his life over the last 4 years, and that is only because he's been in such terrible shape for the last 4 years that he couldn't fight anyone but a bum who was begging for money outside a strip club. To make a long story short, or as Jenna says about Tito's, he has about as much chance of beating Bader as Jenna has a personal meeting with the Pope. Notice I did not say former impeached President Clinton, because she has a great chance of meeting him, but Creepo Ortiz has no chance against Bader. Yes, the hunting the bitch's bad boy is talking tough, but just like his wife does. Yes, the hunting the bitch's bad boy is talking tough, just like his wife does in the movies, but both are faking it. And Tito will go down as fast as Jenna does in the bathroom. Enough said, let's move on to the next fight. Vanderlei Silva, who we will now call the pocket knife assassin, because his days of being an axe murderer are long gone, just as his old face is, which he had removed and replaced with his new handsome face 2 years ago. Silva used to be quite a slugger, but now he's just a mugger who's picking on the wrong guy. Chris the Pisser Lieben is one tough guy in and out of the ring, and is going to take the axe from Silva and stuff it up his butt. Lieben is too young, too tough, and too smart to get in a pure slugging match with Silva, and will beat him up a little standing up before beating him up a lot on the ground, and will win the fight by knockout or submission. Finally, let's talk about the fight everyone is not really talking about but the UFC promoters. The prearranged weight division and the first fight appearance of one of the most popular fighters in the old WEC, the Weak Exchangeable Champions League. That's because every WEC champion would lose his next fight. And we believe that the record for holding the WEC title was only 3 fights. Anyway, the California Squid, Uriah, what the hell kind of a name is Uriah? And what's with that cleft chin? Anyway, we'll get the crap beaten out of him by Bruisin' Cruzin, and there's no doubt about it. Every big fight Uriah Faber has lost, and he will continue his losing trend. Yes, we know he held the WEC title for the longest time, but that was when he was fighting girls. And when some men came over from the UFC and Brazil, he was exposed and easily beaten, and beaten badly. He will continue his losing trend, and Cruz will look like a complete fool beating him with his amazing dancing, jumping, running, in and out, backwards, flipping, sliding, and the insane ringmanship that Cruz uses. But Cruz will win, and win by knockout, because that big cleft chin of Fabian will get hit on the button, and Blondie will go down and go to sleep and have to figure out what he's going to do for a living since he can't fight and win anymore. Yes, the Crapafornia creep will lose and try to find work on TV as a lovable sidekick for some fat chick or Charlie Sheen's drinking buddy. Anyway, that's my predictions for the fights, and don't doubt me, you can bet your house on it, or your parents' house, or your welfare apartment. Personally, I have $2.3 billion to bet. Anybody want some action? This is Grandmaster Gambardella. I'll see you after the fight.